Ladies and gentlemen, we have another one.
So I was reading something the other day, and it was talking about precious elements and the value of them. So as we know, gold has a lot of value, diamonds, silver, things like that. But what I did not know is that actually the highest commodity is melanin. Yes, this stuff right here, melanin.
She is referring to the melanin that our bodies use to make our skin darker. Um, hmm. Well, uh, I can't really argue that much because gold and all that shit, those are just really rocks. Like, they're just rocks. Like, we're the ones who take that and be like, oh, that's so valuable because it's shiny. And, okay. You are saying that melanin is more valuable than these other things. Okay. I'm sure certain that an explanation is coming.
So then I started thinking, okay, so I don't know if you know this, so this is for informational purposes only. And
Informational purposes only, but I don't know this. I don't know this, so it's for informational purposes only. Okay.
you can do some research if you don't believe me, because never trust anybody. Always do your own research.
Thank you. Like, I appreciate that being a part of this message, because when you sit up and say, I don't know, but this is to inform, that goes into my ears and it travels a little bit of a ways into my brain, and there's a gatekeeper there, and he says, you're gonna have to turn the fuck around because you don't make any fucking sense right now. You just said you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but this is to inform me of some shit that you don't know because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you say some shit on that level, then you need to get the fuck out. You don't get to stay in here. This is where the sense lives. This is where things that go along a track, like a set track, like, where I can go and start here and end there, and I know that I'm going to end there because I started here and I'm progressing in this way. Like, that's what belongs here. You don't belong here. You have to go.
So melanin goes for about $323 per gram.
Okay. So is it the skin or is it the melanin in the skin that we're putting a price tag on per gram? Like, what? Like, we're weighing the skin? Like, I don't understand this practice, because I mean, shit, I don't use all of the skin on my back. Like, if you wanted to carve off a little and, we could maybe pay for the boys' college, that would be pretty cool, But you up here talking about it costs like 300 and some odd dollars a gram, but you talking about color in skin. If you ain't talking about the skin itself, then how the fuck, like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't. Okay, look. Here's what I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm gonna look this shit up. Okay. Okay, right. So it's melanin. The official definition is the pigment that gives human skin, hair, and eyes their color. So dark-skinned people have more melanin in their skin than light-skinned people have. And it's produced by cells called melanocytes. Now, I knew that as far as like it's what gives so it's what gives the skin color, right? But how is that for sale without the skin being for sale? And couldn't you just take like the same, like couldn't you take the melanin out of a white person since they still have melanin and then just pack and condense more of it to get the amount that you need? Like, what are we really talking about skin, or are we really talking about melanin? Like, if I Google, okay, melanin for sale, right? Okay, Kayamsha.com says melanin is worth $353 a gram. Update: now it is $362.50. Okay, so we're just gonna go into this site and see what's up. Whoo, shit! Who designed this? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna go off of the information. We ain't gonna go off the design because first of all, you can't see it, and second of all, I'm gonna be a stickler because they using typefaces on shit that shouldn't be used, and fucking, I'm not even gonna go into it. But okay, now on this website, kamsha.com, it says melanin is not just pigment or color. It is an aromatic biopolymer and organic semiconductor worth more than gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. An aromatic biopolymer and organic semiconductor. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to put aromatic biopolymer into Google right quick and see what the fuck that means. Oh, well, isn't that interesting? It seems like these motherfuckers made it up. But let me not jump to conclusions. I'm just looking at the Google search results. It just so happens to be the same people that I just left the site of. And they're talking about melanin is the aromatic burger. Okay, so they're saying it's worth more than gold, all this shit. Alright, talking about black gold. Okay. Oh, how interesting. Okay, biopolymers. This looks like an actual thing. Aromatic body. Okay. In contrast to its carbohydrate, lignin is a complex and highly consisting of monolignal units, the major three being, okay, but they're not talking about melanin, they're talking about lignin. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, that's going to be a whole hell of a lot of reading, and I'm not doing that on this. So, we're back to the main page. Organic semiconductor. Alright, let's look this shit up. Okay, and paste and search. Organic semiconductors are solids whose building blocks are pi-bonded molecules or polymers made up by carbon and hydrogen atoms, and at times heteroatoms such as nitrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. They exist in form of molecular crystals or amorphous thin films. Okay, so none of that describes melanin to me. But I'm going to go into the wiki page, look this shit up, to my history and all this other shit. Okay, let's see. Need polymer films, characterization, charge transport. Nope. Not seeing a damn thing about melanin. For the sake of time, how about we just go to find and say melanin. Oh, look at that. 0. 0 out of 0. Okay, so that's not there. All right, so this is sounding very, very made up. Okay, are you ready for a quantum shift in awareness, perception, and power with no commas? That's what's written on a fake. All of it okay. They made a 3D black dude with a fro, and he looks dead in the eyes, and it says on a wall next to him, "Are you ready for a quantum shift in awareness, perception, and power?" And then it says hashtag melanin matters most, right? Okay, so, and then it has the update. This person has a name. Mossy Owatunya, wearing his Melanin Power t-shirt. And the shirt just has a red droplet, which must represent blood, what looks like a black shield, and a green Africa shape. And it says melanin is worth $362.50 a gram on the shirt. But they're saying it's the Melanin Power t-shirt. Walking past graffiti asking, "Are you ready for quantum?" The thing has a description of the picture when the picture is supposed to describe itself. But okay. Oh, now that I've scrolled down the page some, there's an update that says melanin is now worth $384.50 a gram. Click here to read all about it. I thought I was on the page where I'm supposed to read about. Okay. And it says, did you know melanin, the aromatic biopolymer and organic semiconductor responsible for human skin tone, the color of black cats? I suppose, but okay. Angus cattle and crows has a dollar value. It does. When we first looked into the dollar value of melanin, it was listed as 353 gram. Oh boy, and then there's pictures. Oh goodness. Okay, we're just gonna scroll past those. They're making my eye angry. At 353 a gram, melanin is worth more than silver, platinum, gold, blah 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 blah. A gram of gold is $53. Melanin is worth 300 a gram more than gold. Wow, you really are telling me the math. You really are telling me the math. It says at 353 a gram, melanin is worth more than all this other shit. And then it says a gram of gold is $53. Melanin is worth $300 a gram more than gold. You just fucking said that. I can't do the math in my own brain. It's not even complicated math. You just took the 53 out of the 353 and then said what was left. What the fuck? All right. An ounce of gold is priced at $1,315, while an ounce of melanin is worth 10 grand. A pound of melanin is worth 160 grand. And a kilogram of melanin is worth 300 grand. 3 kilos of melanin is worth more than $1 million. Good grief. That was a paragraph, people. That was a paragraph. And I didn't even fucking give you the straight out numbers. Like, when I said 160 grand, I meant to say, well, I ain't mean to. I just fucking paraphrased. They actually wrote $160,117.98 with no comma. Because fuck you. You want to read this shit, you're going to read it. And then they have a screenshot from sigmaaldrich.com showing the price for 1 gram of melanin. Right. Okay, since we first looked into the price of melanin, it has increased $9.50 a gram to 300. Oh my gosh, the math. I can fucking add, you dick. All right. The melanin comes from the ink of Sepia officinalis, a cephalopod. Cephalopods use melanin-loaded ink as a smokescreen to camouflage their escape from predators. Wait, no, they can't be fucking. No, they're not. They're not talking about squids. They're not talking about fucking squids. Oh my gosh! These fuckers are talking about squids. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding. I just knew I had to be getting that wrong. You fucking telling me? Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get this shit straight. You trying to tell me that these fuckers? I they shoot melanin out and that's the ink, but you trying to say that that's what's in our skin, like the same shit that squids shoot out of their bodies to get away from shit is the same shit that's in our skin. Okay. All right, it says cephalopod ink. I'm researching it. Is a dark pigment released in the water by most species of cephalopod, usually as an escape mechanism. Okay. And it says that it's released from ink sacs located between the gills and is dispersed more widely by accompanying its release with a jet of water from the siphon. Okay. Its dark color is caused by its main constituent, melanin. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. So it's actually... Okay. Now, okay, here we go. And this is where we have the problem. So I'm looking up melanin here, and it says it's a broad term for a group of natural pigments found in most organisms. Arachnids are one of the few groups in which it has not been detected. Okay. Melanin is produced by the oxidation of the amino acid tyrosine, followed by polymerization. The pigment is produced in a specialized group of ligaments and tissues and all this shit. There are 3 basic types of melanin, and it goes over them. The common is brown and black of this thing. The other one is a cysteine containing red polymer and all that shit, responsible for red hair, among other pigmentation. And this one is found another one's found in the brain, though its function remains obscure. In the skin, melanogenesis occurs after exposure to UV radiation, causing the skin to visibly tan. Melanin is an effective absorber of light. The pigment is able to dissipate over 99.9% of absorbed UV radiation. Because of this property, it's thought to protect skin cells from radiation damage, reducing the risk of cancer. Okay. Ah, boy. Individuals with more concentrated melanin. Nonetheless, the relationship between skin pigmentation and photoprotection is still being clarified. Okay. So, essentially, melanin is this stuff that, controls the skin color based on light hitting whatever the surface is. Because it absorbs light, or isn't that what it says? Yeah, it's an effective absorber of light, and the pigment is able to dissipate over 99% of absorbed UV radiation. So it's kind of like a little shield for us, right? And she's saying that this shit is worth all this such and such money, right? And on this site, they're showing a whole bunch of shit like, black cats, crows, panther, like all of the black animals and shit. And then it just goes to nothing. Right? So, and then it goes into, I'm sorry. It doesn't go to nothing. It goes to comments. Oh, goodness. It goes to the first person saying namaste. Now, how does one use this knowledge for higher consciousness? No question mark. Then the answer from Motep says, we recognize our true value. Our true worth is everlasting. A big part of this is sharing it with others so they know their true worth is the opposite of what they have been told. So let me get this straight. I'm sorry. Let me get this straight. So we're supposed to say that our self-worth is taken from the amount of dollars our skin, or the thing in our skin that makes the skin our color, is worth. Right? The same shit that squids shit out to say fuck you, I'm out. Like, that is the stuff that's in us that we supposed to be so proud of when animals shit it out to get away. Okay. We got somebody else saying, we thinks this means we do not need bling bling. We are bling bling. Your question alone means we are ARR, are awakening, having Kiyamsha events, which cause us to know we have inherited wealth and value. We are born with something special inside us. When we recognize our true worth of view of ourselves will change. Whew. That will change the way we think, triggering a change in our behavior, resulting in a change of the whole world. That will be a world where we know ourselves and love ourselves. We will know the Mafa as a great disaster and ourselves as the survivors of the Mafa. And it says, what is this melanin that is 300 plus a gram used for? That was from one guy on there. It says they use it for research. This is Motep responding. They use it for research. See the two posts on the number of research articles on melanin and the number of patents involving melanin. Charles Washington says sleep aid. There are pills at local drugstores. And Motep says you're referring to melatonin. This post is about melanin. There's a big difference between melanin and melatonin. Melanin is worth 300 a gram more than gold. Melanin does not come in pills. Ranu says, I heard that they take all the skin off black corpses except from the face and hands, scrape behind the ear canal and intestinal tract. Track like running track, not tract. Get the melanin, dry it out, and make Viagra, melatonin pills, and paint for LCD screens. And paint for LCD screens. You know what the L and the C stand for in LCD? Liquid crystal. You know what liquid crystal is not? Paint. But okay. They go on to say, make super hard drives. Super hard drives. Does anybody within the sound of my voice know what the fuck a super hard drive is? Because I would be really interested in knowing what the fuck a super hard drive is. I'm not going to Google it because it sounds stupid. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to Google it. Let's check this shit out. Super hard drive. Amazon. ETH new super slim hard drive. Western Digital 500 gigabyte. 2.5-inch PlayStation 3/4 hard drive, super hard drive combo. Well, that's close. That's got to be close. Okay. Let's see what the super hard drive combo is. $25,995 for what? Oh, 286,000 royalty-free sound effects. Yeah, there's no such thing as a fucking super hard drive. This shit's stupid. I'm sorry, but okay. It said that's what happened to the blacks in the Congo, and they harvested enough for the next 15 years or so. Melanin boosts the strength of anything you add it to. So, melanin is the reason that Viagra makes you dick hard. Melatonin makes you go to sleep. LCD screens have paint in them. And hard drives, I don't know, spin with the force of Clark Kent. I don't fucking know. But that's kind of fucking weird. And then Motep says, surprisingly, whoever tells you that is delusional. You have been the victim of a hoax. It is a scam perpetrated by the same people who invented so-called whiteness. Further evidence of their delusional state is found in the book The God Delusion. Of course it is. Additionally, the notion of races is also being described as a delusion. There is no such thing as whiteness. Whiteness is not an empirical phenomenon existing in space and time. What the fuck? Melanin, however, does exist. Oh, here we go. Melanin is $362.50 a gram. That's 300 a gram more than gold. Melanin is worth more than silver, gold, platinum, palladium, and rhodium, and everything else in the Breaking Bad intro. The delusional people who invented the whiteness scam. The whiteness scam. I'm sorry about this chair. This chair is making a lot of noise because I'm moving a lot because this shit is hilarious. The delusional people who invented the whiteness scam are afraid that people are learning about melanin and they are unable to stop it. So they invented the hoax of so-called melanin thieves, hoping it will give them a delay in the inversion of the planet's value system. What the fuck are you talking about? The value system inversion is the best. I got a friend who writes like this, and it's hilarious. The value system inversion is the path to return planet melanin, in quotes, to its natural state. People, planet melanin? The fuck is this? People with melanin recognizing their true worth and value represents the millennial end times, of course. Evidence of the concern with the end is evident. Squid ink, people. Squid ink. Evidence of the concern with the end is evident in such things as the concept of security. They are obsessed with security because they are insecure. Secure people and nations do not need a Department of Homeland Security. Right. Yeah, fuck them. We don't need them, because who the fuck cares, terrorists and all that shit, fuck them. Who cares? Additionally, there are among them people who are known as preppers. They are preparing for an end of the present state of things. People with fully operational melanocytes seeing their true worth and value will cause a shift in the worldwide economic system. Let me get this straight. There are preppers who have, I'm guessing, melanocyte extractors of melanin who are sitting in the shadows with squid ink going, I know what the fuck this is worth. Y'all don't know shit. And they're going to just crash the economy. All right. The preppers will have to fend for themselves in ways which they have never had to since their ancestors were in the caves of Europe. However, if they would only study recent history, they will see that this could be the best possible thing. We are entering into the age of spears into plowshares. Nothing built on lies was meant to survive. Remember, quote, there is nothing like the power of fully operational melanocytes. And Motep, wait. Motep said that, and then Motep replies, where did you hear that? And then Motep replies to that, easier to harvest melanin from the corpses of Angus cattle than from human beings. And it is completely legal. Then William comes in and says it actually takes more than 6 cows to even produce a gram of melanin. So where did they get it from? Actual dead melanated people, period. So what? Like, how is that even possible when, and I'm going to go back to the video, trust me, but I don't understand how that's possible when these cows are all black with black fur all over them. And we are like, we don't have that much hair on all of us, but the melanin is what makes the hair black. So how the fuck? Okay, maybe it takes more melanin to make skin darker than it does to make fur black. Maybe, I don't fucking know. But a little bit more of this nonsense. Melanin being worth the fucking math, yo. If I drank, it would be a drinking game. Every time this fucker told me math, I would just fucking take a bottle to the face. I don't know how drinking works. But anyway, melanin being worth $300 a gram more than gold tends to get 3 reactions from highly melaninated people. Amazement from those who find it a positive thing. It seems those who find it negativity appear to be suffering. What the fuck kind of sentence was that shit? It seems those who find negativity. Okay. I take it back. They mean those who find negativity appear to be okay. They appear to be suffering from post-traumatic slavery syndrome. All I can do is applaud that nonsense. The third appear to fear the decline of Western civilization is imminent should black people find themselves awakened to the extent that they will experience a quantum shift in awareness, perception, and power. Since you have presented no information to support your claims, apparently you are in one of the latter 2 categories. I don't even know who the fuck Motep is arguing with at this point, because Motep has been responding to Motep on top of Motep on top of Motep, and I don't know what the fuck this ends. I don't know what's going down. They're talking about cattle. They're talking about birds. They're talking about cats. They're talking about bigger cats. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what they're talking about. This is nonsense. And it's saying they're going into how to get fucking ink from sacks and all this shit. and they're talking all of this crazy shit. Okay, so apparently this is where this woman got this information. A fucking blog called Kiamsha the Awakening that makes bullshit 3D representations of people and just spam math at you and sell t-shirts. That's all that's fucking going on here. Okay, so I did my research. Let's go back to this chick.
Right? I'm gonna break it down for you. $300 and some odd dollars per gram. A black man that weighs 185 pounds, right, is worth $28 million dead.
Now, I'm not going to assume, based on this individual's appearance, anything. I am not going to base an opinion based on how she sounds. I'm not going to base an opinion based on what she's wearing. I'm not going to base an opinion based on the way her eyes look. What I'm going to do is say, I feel like this person pulled that number out of her ass. I do not believe that a calculator was used. I do not believe pencil and paper was brought into this. I feel, based on a certain number of factors which shall not be named, that this is bullshit. Now let us continue.
Did you just hear what I said?
Oh, I heard you. I heard you very clearly, and I have already gone over my thoughts on what you said.
I said a black man that weighs approximately 185 pounds is worth $28 million dead.
I'm going to give a hint to you and say that only the measurement of the person as far as how much they weigh has a modifier of approximately, while the dollar amount does not. I do not understand how you can approximate the amount of pounds, or let's say grams, there are, and then somehow figure out a way to get a precise number of dollars based on these grams' worth. I'm just going to leave that out there.
That's for all the melanin and probably all the organs and everything else that they sell. So now
Now we're talking about organs. We're over halfway through the video, and now we're talking about organs and stuff. Organs? The amount of what melanin is worth has jack shit to do with livers and spleens. Why are we fucking talking about organs and shit? Like, what? You fucking started this video talking about how much one thing costs. One thing. Like, that's if you were to say, I got this apartment, right? And the apartment is worth, I don't know, $575,000. I don't fucking care. I don't know. But it's worth a set amount, right? And then I go, well, if I were to give you this apartment over the summer, it'd be worth $2 million because, all of the shit that's in the apartment. You can't fucking do that in real life. You can't fucking do that. You can't go on about what some shit costs and then just be like, well, it's other shit in there too. No. No. You can't go on and tell me about how much car paint is. And then just be like, yeah, well, the car is worth like, $200,000, with the motor and the seats and the steering wheel and the fucking dice in the damn mirror. Like, you can't fucking do that. What the fuck you just threw off all the math. Like, what the fuck? You ain't talking about what a heart is worth. You ain't talking about what brains are worth. You ain't talking about none of this shit. Melanin is worth all this money. And a body is worth all this money when you add in all of the other shit. Fingernails and all that carrying on. How the fuck can you just... Alright.
You understand this. You understand why they're shooting us and killing us.
What the fuck does that have to do? Like, I don't, like, that's just not, okay. I understand. When tragedy strikes, tragedy hits you, you need a reason. I tend to blame myself when shit goes wrong. I tend to blame myself and try to figure out some type of way that I can bring myself back from the jaws of defeat. Like, I try to do that. But sometimes you just have to accept that people are assholes. Like, what is it in you that makes you think that there's this fucking conspiracy that they're, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, they're making black people white or something because they're absorbing all of the color nutrients out of the skin and then putting them back in the ground, because these people have funerals. Like, they have genuine funerals with their bodies there and their bodies are still brown. So what the fuck are you even talking about? Like, it's like she's in the world in her brain where a cop just walks up to a black kid and just gives him 2 to the back of the head and then just pulls out this fucking Luigi's Mansion ass vacuum cleaner and just sticks it on his ass, and then he just becomes a white boy with a fro. And then he just walks off with all this squid ink in this clear fucking container that's hooked up to the vacuum cleaner, and he just laughs on, going all the way to the bank, swinging the thing, whistling show tunes. That's not what the fuck is happening. That's not what goes down. I don't know what the fuck you could possibly even be thinking about. Like, what are you talking? Like, that shit makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Why? Why is it necessary for us to bring fucking science fiction shit into this? Fucking crazy people on the internet, yo.
Because we are the hottest commodity. Do you understand? The skin that we have, they want.
Oh my goodness gracious. Now we don't want the fucking thing in the skin. Now we want the skin itself. Now they just fucking peeling black folk. They're peeling black folk. That's the thing. Here's my problem with this logic. Okay? Now, I get people are greedy, right? I get that. But at the same time, people of all races, of all creeds, all colors, die every fucking day. There is no need at all to kill somebody because you want a dead person's skin. If you want a dead person's skin, you don't kill them in broad fuck day because they ran from you. If you want a person's skin, you go to the fucking funeral home and you go, hey, before you lower that cat, let me get over there with a pair of scissors. Just for 15 minutes. Turn your head, $50. goes right in your pocket. Don't ask no fucking questions. Like, that's all that would have to happen. But you sitting over here fucking talking about this while people getting shot. No, there are a lot of reasons people get shot. People get shot because they got debts. People get shot because they fucking don't do what they told to do by the police. People get shot because they think they slick. People get shot because they break into the wrong damn house on the wrong damn day. People get shot. Like, people get shot for a lot of reasons. You know? But this shit, like, don't just go making up a fucking reason that people are being evil because they trying to steal your skin like a fucking Batman villain. Sitting up here talking about some, oh, well, you know, they trying to steal our skin because of how precious we are. No! What the fuck is wrong with people?
The hair that we have, they want. The lips that we have, they want.
Motherfucker, black people sell hair. You trying to tell me, like, what the fuck are you talking about? They sell hair. Sell the shit. Like, and you're talking about lips, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You finna sit up and tell me that motherfuckers ain't been trying to get fat ass, beautiful lips ever since Angelina Jolie walked in with a set of them motherfuckers. That's what you trying to tell me. You trying to tell me this shit like black folks just got the motherfucking monopoly on big ass lips. That's what you trying to tell me? Because that's some bullshit. She ain't had to go out and buy them lips. Them lips is hers. And she is not fucking black. She's not. She's taking care of some of our babies. But she is not black. Like, I don't even know if I got the right actress right. I think I did. But, like, seriously. She's not, you can't just, like, just because a lot of us have something, you can't just claim the shit and then be like, white people trying to steal it from us. Motherfuckers just grow up with shit that they got to deal with. There's some women with big asses and they white and they didn't buy them. There are some who did, but there are plenty who don't. And they got to deal with that shit their whole life. Motherfuckers walking up on them, trying to act black, fucking bitch. Like, for real? For real? I got this ass from my mom, and you sitting over here trying to call me a bitch like I'm stealing out of your house. You know, white people got to deal with that. I've seen the shit happen. I'm just like, man, that ain't even their fault. Nah, well, like, I don't really care, but at the same time, it's like you can't just act like that shit don't happen. It's fucking ridiculous. But okay, everybody is what they want. Okay.
The ass that we have, they want.
Oh my gosh, with the ass.
So don't ever be fooled into thinking that you are not the most valuable mineral on this planet.
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
Valuable mineral on this planet. You are not the most valuable mineral on this planet.
Okay, I'm not even gonna Google that. A mineral is a fucking rock. I know that. I mean, I saw all the Breaking Bad. I know about minerals. Minerals are fucking rocks, man. Like, what? Why are you saying that I'm the most valuable mineral? I'm not a fucking rock. I'm not a rock. I'm not a mineral because I'm not a rock. Minerals are rocks. What the fuck are you talking? What? Where has this gone? Why did I sit up? See, this is exactly what I was talking about. I don't know how many videos ago about not doing crazy research about stupid shit that you hear or read on the internet. This fucking woman just called me a valuable rock and said that what makes my skin dark is the same as the shit. And it's the same. Well, she didn't say that it's the same as what gets shot out of squids. I said that, but she's saying that it's worth all this money, and they killing us for our skin. What the fuck? Like, I just did. Okay, please take this as an example of what not to do based on what I said. Okay, I took this shit way too damn seriously. It is 50 minutes into this fucking thing, and I've been sitting over here going over this minute and a half video because this chick talking about do your own research. She probably the one wrote the damn webpage blog shit that's talking about this in the first damn place. I can't even scroll through the page without the shit giving me an update talking about it's worth $20 more. It's got to be the fucking most ridiculous nonsense shit. Okay. You want to call me a rock? Go ahead and end the shit.
Because you are. And
I'm not a fucking rock.
This goes out to all my gods and all my goddesses.
Oh. That's another ignorant fucking thing black people do. That I absolutely cannot fucking stand. This kings and queens, gods and goddesses bullshit. The same person that'll sit up and say you're a god and a goddess is the same motherfucker that'll be fucking hopping up and down in church on Sunday at 11 a.m. knowing damn well it is a really big deal not to acknowledge any other gods but the one God that you pray to. Yet, here you go calling this motherfucker Tyrone up the street a god because his skin is dark. You fucking dick. You moronic, dumb, hypocritical dick. Like, and then with the king and queen bullshit, fucking talk about some Queen Beyonce. She don't rule shit but her own money. She is not a queen to nobody. Nobody. Stop fucking using these words. Don't fucking sit up and try and be like, oh, well, we kings and queens. No, we're not kings and queens. We're not. We don't run shit outside of our own personal lives. And we're just people. There's nothing fucking wrong with being a person. There's nothing wrong with that. We have a president who can't even really get shit done because of Congress. So they don't even fucking run shit. But that's a person who like takes all the questions and can like field the shit and try their hardest to get shit done. That's what we have. That is the system we have. It's not this king, queen, cause you black bullshit. You really need to fucking stop with that. There's no reason for white people and Hispanic people and Asian people to not want to kick you in the fucking throat when you walking around talking about, I'm king, queen, this bitch, this man's. Fucking perverting the language and then calling yourself a king on top of the shit. So not only do you sound stupid, you saying you better than everybody else. But you talking about we need to end racism. And I'm not even saying that all black people do that shit. The problem is the black people that don't do that shit don't wrangle in the motherfuckers who do. That's the problem. And I am 100% guilty of that shit because I am not dirtying my hands on these motherfuckers. I'm not. Fuck that noise. I'm not even fucking I don't even deal with them. I don't deal with them. You show me that you one of those motherfuckers where you just fucking talk shit and you ain't got nothing really to say, and then you running around talking about you a boss or a king or a fucking god or whatever this shit. I just don't have any room carved out in my life for your dumb ass. I don't have it. I don't have it. Sometimes I wish I did. I fucking don't. I don't have it. It ain't there. You go away. You can just fucking go away. That bullshit, that needs to stop. I'm serious. I'm serious. If you want an end to racism, if you want a genuine end to racism, don't be talking about this king queen bullshit, and damn sure don't be talking about no god goddess bullshit. No, you are not. You are fucking not. Nobody you know is. Beyond you, nobody you know is. I don't give a fuck if the girl has the fattest ass possible, has a smile that takes the color away from everything else just to infuse it in her face. I don't give a fuck. If she is walking this earth, she is not a goddess. Damn, and if she lives in the United fucking States, she is not a queen. Well, I guess queens could visit. She is not a fucking queen. Just go, let the default be. She is not a fucking queen. Let that shit the fuck go. It's over. It's over. It's fucking over. You done had your time in the spotlight. It's fucking over. You walking around with your fucking purses thinking you a goddess. It's fucking over. It's over. I need you to go to sleep tonight, and I need you to wake up with some fucking sense. Cause it's over. That's it. We ain't putting up with this bullshit. We are stepping out of Mr. Rogers' neighborhood of make-believe, and we are stepping on the real fucking world. And we are going to acknowledge that we are human beings that do not have power and domain over all. And we are just going to fucking do what we do and be okay with that. You run around this bitch calling yourself a goddess or a god. You are fucking stupid. Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody thinks you're smart, cool, sexy, nothing. You are a joke. And that shit is bananas. But she's got 5 more fucking seconds. You better make them good.
And if you got something hating to say, don't do it on my page.
Well, I guess that's it, folks. I guess that's it. If you got something hating to say, like, see, that's some shit people do when they know they're saying some fucking weird ass shit. That's what happens when people know they done let some crack shit come out of their face. That's the first thing they say. They're like, nah, man, nah. I don't want no hate shit coming back at me. Like, the first thing I said, well, not the first thing I said, the first thing I heard when I met my wife's father was, you can't believe everything you hear. That told me all I needed to fucking know. In one sentence. I was like, oh, okay, you're full of shit, and everybody else is going to be telling me the truth about you, because you're an asshole, you just don't want me to believe them. Yeah, because I'm going to believe you, the dude I just met, and who threw me a shady comment, as opposed to the person who I've hung out with, been in the fucking trenches with, and trust pretty much with my life. Okay. Yeah, that's going to happen. Right. Oh, people. Human beings. Human beings. What would we do? What would we do without them? Wouldn't make hour-long ass videos talking about this shit. We wouldn't be doing that. Whew. Goodness gracious. Goodness great. I just pretty much made a podcast right here. This is a podcast. This is one singular podcast about that goofy ass video where I went over there and I did research and shit. I took it serious. Fuck that shit, yo. I'm going to bed. I'm fucking going to bed. It's over.